Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class, class 13. In the previous class, we discussed about the microorganism fragment flow in the vaccines and harmful microorganisms. What are the diseases caused by the microorganisms? That we discuss about. In this class, the continuation of the microorganism fragment flow, the continuation of this lesson, page number 21. Vaccines we finished. The related topic, page number 25, food poisoning. So we discuss about the disease caused by the microorganism. Why the disease will be for the human beings, the plants and the animals, because of through the water, contamination of the water, air and the food. So this water and the food and food, water and the other things should not be spoiled. So we should be prevent to spoil the food items or water decompose, that and all we should be prevented. So related topic in that, food poisoning. Page number 25, food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganisms. Food poisoning. Food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by the microorganisms. Whatever the food, it will be spoiled by the microorganisms, becomes the poisoning. Microorganisms that grow on our food sometimes produce toxic substance. So sometimes what will happen is microorganisms grow nicely in the food and the food becomes the toxic. It produces toxic substance. Toxic means like a poisons. It is not healthy for the human beings. These make the food poisonous, causing serious illness and even death. So what will happen is the food will become the toxic means it definitely will be made to food poisonous and will be cause a serious illness and even the death also. So it is very important that we preserve food to prevent it from being spoiled. So what we have to do to avoid this poisoning means to prevent the food. To prevent spoil from the microbes. How to prevent this? We have to use some of the preservatives. It won't be allow the microorganisms grow inside the food. It prevent the entry of the microorganisms to the food items. Now food preservatives. Next topic is food preservative. You can see in the shops in the shops now you can see the food items. They are packed in multiple boxes or in plastic covers, and now how it will be so long, it will be good. It won't be spoiled in that. So there are some food preservatives they are adding in the food. Food preservatives, in the chapter 1, we have learned about the methods used to preserve and store food grains. How do we preserve the cooked food at home? So in the first lesson, we have discussed about how to storage the food grains. We have to make it dry in the sunlight and we have to be pack it carefully and tightly and keep it in a safe place. So that is the main thing to save the food grains. Like that, even the cooked food in the home, we have to preserve the cooked food in a closed things. You know that bread left unused under moist conditions is attacked by fungus. So whatever, not only the bread, whatever the food items, if you are keeping outside without closing that, definitely the microbes will be easily come and sit on that and it will destroy the food items. For example, bread, if you are keeping outside in the atmosphere, definitely the fungus will be formed upon that. Microorganisms spoil our food. Spoiled food emits bad smell and has bad taste and change colors. So what will happen? The microorganism once it visit upon the food means definitely will be spoiled and emits the bad smell over there, and the taste also will be changed from there. Not only for the taste, color also will be changed. A spoiling of food, a chemical reaction. So the food will be spoiled means that is the chemical reactions happen in the food. Now later, what type of chemical preservatives if you add means the food food should not be spoiled, not only for the chemicals, even the other preservatives also can be added for the food to prevent the food spoiling. First, the chemical method. Salt and the edible oils are common chemicals generally used to check the growth of microorganisms. So here, to check the growth of microorganisms means to prevent the microorganisms. If you add the salt and the edible oils in the food items, definitely the microbes will be enter in that. Therefore, they are called the preservatives. So the main preservatives are salt and the So in the chemicals, salt and edible oil are the best suitable preservatives for the food. We add salt and the acid preservatives to pickles to prevent the attack of microorganisms. Commonly for the pickles they are using for this preservatives like in homemade pickles also you can see like mango and lemon pickles and all when we cut the things immediately your mother will be add the salt in that. So that is the salt is the main preservative for the pickles. And sodium benzoate and the sodium metabisulfate are common preservatives. Apart from the salt, sodium benzoate, and the sodium metabisulfate. Preservatives. These are also used in the jams and the squashes to check their spoilage. So these are not they are added in the jams and the squashes to check their spoilage of the food items. Next, preservation by the common salt. How to preserve through a common salt. Now other preservatives are common salt. How the common salt may be used for as a preservative. Common salt has been used to preserve meat and fish for ages. So, usually we can see that to the meat and the fish products and all they will be preserved by the sugar only. Meat and fish are covered with the dry salt to check the growth of the bacteria. Salting is also used to preserve amla, raw mangoes and the tamarind, etc. So, the salt is the best preservative for the meat and the fish and to preserve the amla, raw mangoes and the tamarind, etc. Next, preservation by the sugar. So, jams, jellies and sugar. Sugar reduces the moisture content which inhibits the growth of bacteria which spoil food. So, sugar once it will add from the jams and the jelly like substance, that it will be the sugar substance will be inhibit, that means it will prevent the growth of the microorganisms and particularly the bacteria will be present. It will be prevent the microbes. Preservative by the oil and the vinegar. Use of oil and the vinegar prevents spoilage of the pickles because bacteria cannot live in such an environment. So, this kind of oil and the vinegar, if you add mixer, in that oil and the vinegar, atmospheric, the microbes cannot be grow in this and it cannot be live also. Vegetables, fruits, fish and the meat are often preserved by this method. Even not only for that, pickles, even the vegetables, fruits and the fish and the meat also often preserved by this method. Which method? By the using the oil and the vinegar preservatives. Next is the heat and cold treatments. Not only for the chemicals, in the natural heat and the cold treatments also we can preserve the food items and we can prevent the microbes entries also. You must have observed your mother boiling it before it is stored or used. In home also we can see, nowadays we are buying the packet milks and all. Whenever we buy the packet milks, we just boil and keep it, it won't be spoiled because whenever we boil any things, the boiling temperature all the microbes will be died. It will be killed by the microorganisms. So the temperature is very important. Boiling kills many microorganisms. Similarly, we keep our food in the refrigerators. Even the low temperatures inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Not only in a higher temperature, even the low temperature also, some of the microbes cannot be grow and cannot be able to live in that. So the heat and the cold treatment also is the best preservative of the food items. Pasteurization milk can be consumed without boiling as it is free from the harmful microorganisms. Next is the pasteurization. This is the process to make the milk to boiling in that some of the temperatures at the same temperature immediately they will be cool in that. So the milk, whatever the microbes will be present in that unwanted microbes that will be killed in that, then we can pack it. It will be used for at least 48 hours. We can be used for that. That is the packed milk, packet milk in the nowadays. So can be consumed without boiling as it is free from harmful microorganisms. The milk is heated to about 70 degrees for 15 to 30 seconds. So at very high temperature, 70 degrees Celsius, 15 to 30 minutes, sorry, 30 seconds, they will be boiled and they will be immediately they will be cooled in the same temperature and then suddenly chilled and stored. Chill means make it to cool. By doing so, it prevents the growth of microorganisms. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur. It is called the pasteurization. So this process who invented this, the scientist Louis. So this pasteurization method invented by Louis Pasteur, he discovered this. That's what we have given the name of the pasteurization. So this process is very important to prevent the microbes entering the milk product, milk and the milk products. And then next is the storage and packaging of the food items. How to storage and how to package, that's also important for the preventive methods. These days, dry fruits and even vegetables are sold in the sealed airtight packets to prevent the attack of microbes. So nowadays we can see all the food items and the vegetables, even the dry fruits, everything they will be packed in the dry fruits and the vegetables are packed in a sealed tight packets to prevent the entry of the microorganism. So that's one of the important method is how to storage properly and how to pack in that without entering the air should not be entering the packets. Once the air will enter mix, all the aerobial microorganisms will also be entered to the food and it will be easily spoiled for the food item. So the preservatives are very important to prevent the microbes enter into the food. So that are the apart from the chemical preservatives, common salt can be used for the preservative and sugar also can be used for the preservative. Then oil and the vinegar. Then heat and the cold treatment also can be used for as a preservatives. Next is the storage and the packaging methods. Particularly in the milk, pasteurization is very important. For the milk, it will be prevent the entries of the microorganisms. Next is the nitrogen fixation. Okay, now just we recap what we discussed today about the food poisoning. Preservatives. About the food poisoning and how the microbes will be entered in the food and how it will be spoiled the food items. So food should not be poisoned. The food should not be spoiled. Means we have to definitely use some of the preservatives for that. That may be the chemicals and that may be the other things also. We explain about the preservatives and next we discuss about the types of preservatives like sugar, oil, vinegar and all the types of preservatives. And next is the pasteurization, how to prevent the microbes to enter into the milk and the milk product. So that is the pasteurization. So during this class, no assignment. I am going to do the assignment for the next class. Thank you, children.